think I made her that way.
You did.
Blame.
You raised me. Should have done better.
Snowplow parents who are just preparing the road for the kid instead of the kid for the road.
Sometimes you get distracted with sadness, so you just don't know what to do.
They won't be able to go to school, they can't sleep because they're too anxious.
No! Get up! No! Get up!
Kids grow up, they can't do for themselves. They don't have life skills, they don't have the skills needed in the workplace.
So how do you avoid that if you're a parent?
My parenting is causing my daughter to be ostracized and isolated and to feel horrible and to miss out on opportunities to be with her friends. But do I want her to have those opportunities?
Now, what's happening with the so-called teenagers?
You look at all the different theories about what makes successful kids, almost all the theories are wrong.
You got used to your child as a helpless creature.
Most love is conditioned, control-based, and fear-based. It's all about the self. And you will see most parents do not accept their children for who it is they are.
Chanel, you seem like you're unhappy. And she rolled her eyes. And I said, I get a sense that you're unhappy with me.
That is all a teenager is asking. Okay, who the hell are you?
Because they're not good enough, or great enough, or fabulous enough, or not some accolade enough.
They're always doing things that by and large are destructive.
The main battle is my child is not who I thought my child would be.
Kids go into the kitchen and pull out all the pots and pans and start banging on them. What's the first thing you say as a parent? Stop making all that noise. Stop the racket. You're getting the pots and pans dirty.
She said, well, today I found out that 2 weeks ago all of my friends had a party and they didn't invite me, and I only just found out about it today. And when I asked them why they didn't invite me, they said, well, because it was the kind of party that Dr. Justin Coulson wouldn't have approved of. And for those of you for whom the penny didn't drop, I'm Dr. Justin Coulson.
I show parents that the reason they can't do this, accept their child unequivocally for who it is they are, is because they haven't accepted themselves for who it is they are.
And I looked at her and I said, you know, if they didn't invite you to a party that I wouldn't approve of, it sounds like there probably were a few things going on that are not consistent with our values.
You have a lot of high IQ people who become marginal members of society. Part of it is your personality that is formed when you're very young.
Was there alcohol being consumed and potentially misused? She said, yes. I said, were there other drugs being consumed and potentially misused? She said, almost certainly. I said, were people disappearing into rooms for intimate encounters that they may or may not regret the next day? She said, possibly. I said, well, I'm really glad you weren't there.
Here's the checklist. This is what I believe is success and failure and beauty and achievement. And now follow my way, or you're already an outcast in my eyes. Don't do this to your child.
And so I said, do we need to revisit the rules? She looked at me and said, Dad, I know why we have the rules. I've been part of the conversations, remember? I said, okay. I said, I want to ask you a tough question. You're nearly an adult. You're a year and a bit off being an adult. Now, I think these are good rules, but do we need to rethink the rules? And then I waited and my heart pounded. And eventually she said, Dad, I don't like the rules. And my heart stopped. And I started to think of how to respond. And as I was thinking, she jumped in and added something else for me. She said, right now, Dad, I don't like the rules one little bit. But they're good rules. I think we should keep them. This is the kind of line that every parent dreams of hearing from their kids. The heavens opened and the angels started singing, and I just wanted to hug her. I was like, yes.
This is the greatest lesson for parents.
If you paid attention to the story, you don't get it by saying, well, damn it, they're good rules and I expect that you will keep them. That's part of being in this family. That's called control. And that's not how we get to this point. Instead, we get it through this thing called autonomy.
To truly love someone, it's truly loving the other for who it is they are, with no you in the picture. They don't have to love you back. They don't have to need you. They don't have to agree with you. They don't have to adhere to you.
Force creates resistance. But great relationships build autonomy, which allows us to leverage trust, which builds massive influence.
If you want to be somebody to that new fresh life which has come, you must not have defined boundaries of who you are.
So then I make them see how it's now being projected onto the child. Don't do this to your child. Your child is okay and whole in their ordinariness. The child doesn't need more to feel more.
Eventually, we've got to let go. We've got to let our kids make decisions for themselves. We've got to let our team make decisions for themselves. We can't do it all for them.
Drop this damn thing that your child belongs to you. Another life does not belong to you. If another life has chosen to be with you, please cherish that.